But if everything lines up, like I keep saying, we are going to attempt at the end of this month, which is so insane and crazy and exciting and awesome and terrifying and huge. Good morning, guys! So today is a really exciting day because this vlog is actually in collaboration with another YouTuber here on YouTube. His name is Aiden and he vlogs over on the channel A and Fur Baby P. And today we decided to collab and do a get to know me tag. But before we get started, I wanted to share a little bit about Aiden and his channel. I've gotten to know him through YouTube. He's been a subscriber here for quite a while, I think since the beginning of my vlogs, and has always left just the sweetest comments, and so I've really gotten to know him through that. And recently he actually became one of my patrons, and we interact now in the patron Facebook group, or the Patreon Facebook group, all the time. And so I've really been able to get to know him through that, and we've just talked a lot, and so I'm really excited to be collaborating with him today. Sorry if you can hear Dakota playing with Raccoon in the background. She all of a sudden decided that she was done sleeping, and now's the time to play. But yeah, I'm really excited. Definitely go over and check out his channel if you're looking for new vloggers to follow. Like I said, he is just the sweetest, and he's actually getting a new puppy very soon, and I've seen a picture of the puppy. It's the cutest thing ever, and he said that there's going to be lots and lots of the new puppy in the vlogs. So definitely head on over and subscribe if you want to see the cutest little puppy in the world. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive right on into it. Okay, so the first question is, why did you start a YouTube channel? So this is actually my second channel, and I started my first channel, Label Me Merrit, about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago now, and I don't know, I just had started watching YouTube videos a little bit before I started my own channel, and I just really loved watching other people's videos, and I thought, hey, this would be a really fun thing to do. I already had been blogging for a couple of years, and so I finally got up the courage to start my own YouTube channel and to yeah, share my content in video form, and I have not looked back since. I fell in love with YouTube, and yeah. But I will say my one biggest inspiration for starting my channel was Jen over on Pretty Neat Living. I fell in love with her channel, and she was the one that actually finally really motivated me to start my own channel. And if you would like to check out my main channel, it's always linked in the description box below. But the next question is, how old are you? And I am 28. I will be 29 in March. So I'm just about 28 and a half years, I think, is how old I am. Biggest pet peeve? I guess I would have to say I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And so I have to say things like, I'm going to say things that Miles does just because he's my husband and I live with him, so I feel like you experience pet peeves most often. Oh no, I have a good one. I have a good one that's not going to be throwing my husband under the bus. People who reverse park into parking spots. It drives me crazy because it doesn't save any time. If anything, it wastes more time because you're backing into a small parking space as opposed to backing out into a big, like, lane when you leave. So people who reverse park into parking spots, it drives me up the wall. Okay, one thing you want to do before you die. I would have to say have children. That's always been my biggest, like, life goal, is I want to have and raise babies. Favorite holiday? I'm gonna try and not be, you know, typical and say Christmas. So, aside from Christmas, I would have to say my favorite holiday. I love New Year's. I've always really liked New Year's. First of all, because New Year's tends to be the holiday where everyone kind of gets dressed up and, you know, a little, like, fancied up for the holiday, and I really enjoy getting dressed up and, like, you know, getting all decked out and putting on a cute dress and heels, so I always really like that part. I also really just like the, you know, fresh slate and clean start feeling of New Year's. Obviously, you know, January 1st is just like every other day, but it just still has such a feeling of, you know, you're just starting a whole new year fresh, and it can be, you know, it's full of possibilities. It can be anything you want, and I just think that's a really magical feeling, and so I've always loved New Year's for that reason as well. Where are you from, and where do you live now? So I was born and raised in Maryland. I was born in the city, and now I live in Baltimore County, or I was born in Baltimore City. Sorry if you're not from Maryland, you don't know what the city is, but I was born in Baltimore City, and I lived there up until I was around 4, and we moved to Baltimore County. And that's pretty much, I've lived within, I would say, a 30-minute radius my entire life. I definitely would love to live out of state at some point in our lives, but Miles and I obviously just bought our house here, so we're going to be here for quite a bit longer. Guilty pleasure. I think I would have to say kind of like nerdy video games that are really, really popular, but I continue to like them way after they're no longer popular anymore. So things like The Sims, Farmville. I was super into Farmville. I played it literally every single day for years and years. And like Pokemon Go, I still play Pokemon Go even though no one else in the world plays it anymore. So I think that's my guilty pleasure, is video games that are like super popular and then die out and I still continue to play them. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one younger sister. She's 2 to 3 years younger than me, and she's been in the vlogs a couple of times, so if you've been following me, you probably have seen her. Favorite way to spend free time? I don't know. That's a really hard question because it depends on like what I'm in the mood for. I would say like the favorite way to spend like our free time in the evenings. Currently, you guys obviously know that both Miles and I just like to sit down on the couch for, you know, an hour or two at the end of the night and binge watch one of the shows we're watching. We just really like TV shows. I don't know. And so that's kind of our favorite way to unwind at the end of the day. But if it's free time, like, you know, in the middle of a weekend day or something like that, I wouldn't say that, you know, watching TV would be my favorite way to spend that free time. So I guess it would just have to be doing stuff with Miles. Like, it doesn't really matter what we're doing because, you know, he's my best friend. And so I just enjoy spending my free time with him, doing whatever. It could be running errands. It could be doing house, you know, stuff around the house like chores or, you know, projects that we have going on. You're like hanging up these shelves like we did the other day. So yeah, just spending time with my husband. All right, and last question, how did you get your YouTube name? So, I'm gonna do it for both of my channels just because it's fun. So, when I originally started my blog, way back when, I think I was like 22-ish, something like that, 22, 23, something, I forget what year I started it, but I started it as Label Me Organized with the intention of it being an organization blog with, you know, like home organization, you know, planner stuff, and just kind of really niched in on organization. But the more I blogged, the more I realized that I wanted to share more than just that stuff, and so in order to accommodate a wider range of content, I changed things to Label Me Merrit. And because obviously Merritt's my name. And so then that's how Labeling Me Merrit came to be. And then Merrit Daily is my vlogging channel. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. It's my everyday life. So that's how I got my vlogging channel name. And that wraps up the Get to Know Me tag questions. I hope you guys really enjoyed hearing my answers to these questions. And if you're new from Aiden's channel, I did want to say a quick welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. I would love if you subscribed and followed along to my channel. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers and I cannot wait. Yeah, so excited about that. And if you haven't already, be sure to go over and check out Aiden's channel. Like I said, he will also be doing the Get to Know Me tag, so you can, you know, right off the bat get to know a little bit about him and hopefully subscribe to his channel as well. And yeah, I am going to play with this crazy little munchkin because she seems to have quite a bit of energy that she needs to get out. And we're going to get on with our day. So it's a little later, and I haven't been really doing much worth sharing with you guys, but I have been doing a couple things to kind of move along the TTC process, and so I thought I would kind of give you guys a baby update and like share where we're at with everything and what's kind of the plan and all that fun stuff. So I'm pretty sure, I think we've decided to go with that sperm donor. So I'm not really going to share too much information about the donor just because I feel like that's kind of private for our child, and I just don't feel like I don't know, I don't want to share that private piece of them with the world until I know that you know, they would be comfortable with it. So I think we're going to keep all information about the donor private, but I'm pretty sure that we are going with that donor. So there's a couple things we need to do before we're actually able to start trying. One is schedule the appointment with the social worker. Everyone going through fertility treatments have to just meet with a social worker, and I guess just make sure you're not a loon. So we still have to set that up. Other than that, I think everything we need to do is kind of around like the sperm bank. So they have like all sorts of forms and stuff they want you to fill out, so we have to fill those out. There's also a couple they want our fertility center to fill out, so I've sent those over to our fertility center for them to fill out today, so hopefully I get those back soon. As soon as we have all the paperwork ready, we can register with the sperm bank, and after that we're going to be able to actually purchase the vials. I think what we're kind of planning on now is that, so if my cycle goes the same as it did last time, I estimate that I should be ovulating towards the end of this month. And so that's in like 2 to 3 weeks, I believe. And so like I said, we still have a couple things left to do. And so where we're at is basically if all the, you know, stars align and everything goes perfectly smooth and we happen to have everything in line and ready for the next time I ovulate, then we are going to go ahead and attempt, you know, an IUI cycle at that time. But like I said, there's a couple things that just, you know, like take time, like registering with the sperm bank, they said can take up to 5 days. And, you know, obviously we need to have the, you know, vials shipped here and stuff. So I'm not getting my hopes up just because I feel like it's not completely unlikely that something will kind of just take longer than we would like and we will just end up missing that window. So I'm not getting my hopes pinned on this time, but if, you know, everything happens perfectly and smoothly and, you know, I don't know, yeah, it's kind of like meant to be happening this time, and then we will take it. But if not, then we will just be, you know, super ready and prepared for next cycle. But I have, in case everything goes smoothly, I have started to take my OPKs. So I showed you guys, I believe, when I first got them, I got some clear blue digital OPKs, but since my cycle started being a little less, it didn't start being irregular, but it started like kind of stretching out in length, if that makes any sense. So I decided that the best way to start going about it, instead of wasting all of the expensive digital ones, I got some of those cheap, I'll leave the link for the ones I decided to get in the description box if anyone's interested or you're looking for yourself. But I got, you know, the just super cheap, like, you know, 100 pack or whatever of OPKs, and I'm taking them every single day. I started 2 days ago, so today was like my 3rd day testing for ovulation. Obviously I know I'm not, but as soon as, so since I don't exactly know when this cycle I'm going to be ovulating, because I was pretty like regular, I could kind of pinpoint when I thought I was going to be ovulating in my previous few cycles when I've been tracking my BBT. However, this past one I didn't ovulate for another week or 2 after I thought I was going to. So because of that, I want to just kind of every day test something so I don't accidentally miss it. And as soon as I get a positive on one of the cheaper ones, I'm going to again retest with a digital one to kind of confirm ovulation. And the way that we're doing our initial IUI attempt is basically kind of self-tracking, and then as soon as, like, my doctor told me to, you know, track my ovulation with OPKs, and then as soon as I get a positive, to call them, come in, and we'll do the IUI. Again, that is if everything is already lined up with everything else. If I ovulate this time and, you know, we haven't finished all of our to-dos in time, then we'll just, you know, skip right on to next cycle. But if everything lines up, like I keep saying, we are going to attempt at the end of this month, which is so insane and crazy and exciting and awesome and terrifying and huge. So yeah, it doesn't feel real that it's a possibility that we could be getting pregnant in 2 to 3 weeks. Like, that's so insane to me. And I'm definitely like more, not like more ready than Miles, but more of a driving force, I guess, for kind of, you know, timeliness. And he really wouldn't mind waiting another cycle, but I would love to get this cycle if we could. But again, I'm trying not to get my hopes up. And sorry, I'm trying not to ramble. Gosh, I've already been talking for like 5 minutes. So this is gonna be a chatty vlog, guys. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to update you guys where we are on our TTC journey, since the prep part of our journey is probably going to be coming to a close very soon, which is very exciting. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think I have anything else kind of going on. I think I am going to make a video for my main channel going over our entire, like, preparing for TTC journey, especially since, like, we're not just, you know, a normal straight couple, and our journey is, you know, different than most. And so I think it's, again, like a helpful story to kind of put out there for other families who might be, you know, coming to be like ours. So yeah, and it'll kind of just go over everything that I have done so far to get ready for TTC, I guess. So let me know if that's a video you guys would be interested in seeing. If it is, let me know, like, you know, what you would like to see in that video, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of get back to it. Like I was saying, I'm kind of just doing a whole lot of organizational work, kind of making sure all of our ducks in a row and just kind of getting some boring tasks checked off for the baby stuff and for also just other random stuff that I need to do, but nothing super exciting. Miles did have his conference today, and he is, I think, on his way home now. And yeah. Have I even vlogged since you got home? No. It's the end of the night, guys. Yeah, you didn't miss much, basically. Had spaghetti for dinner again. We made like the whole box of pasta, and so we've just been like eating it.
Yep.
For the last 4 days. But now we're finally out, so we'll have something new for dinner tomorrow.
Yep.
But yeah, finished season 3 of Scandal. Powering through it. We still have 4 more seasons. I'm so pumped.
It's so good.
It's so good. So good. Yeah. I don't know. I did a whole bunch of talking today. You have anything else you want to share with them?
Didn't hear back about my insurance today.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to call tomorrow.
Double check in, because they said that you should hear within a day or so, right?
Well, on Monday they said by Wednesday, so.
Oh, okay. So you can call tomorrow and check in.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have an answer on the exception by Friday. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, our insurance initially said that they're not covering any of Miles' top surgery, but the hospital said that something like they usually do something where they like can call back and ask for an exception.
But somebody told me that they have a 97% success rate at
Getting the exception.
At like rebuting denials, insurance denials for coverage. So
I feel like we were kind of like completely like knocked down, but then hearing that, it's like we have hope again.
Yeah, I'm still not getting like excited.
I know, yeah, but like all is not lost. Game is not over.
Yeah.
We will see, and we will keep you updated. And thank you all for your kind words. I know I showed you like the comments, but a lot of you guys like had some really nice and supportive and encouraging things to say, so thank you. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap things up because yet again we stayed up way too late watching Scandal. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the vlog. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night! Oh, and don't forget to go over and check out Aiden's channel. I will leave it linked in the description box below. Good night!